Yes, people, welcome back to BBK Sports. Not every day I get to stream with the Waffle Don, but when I do, it's always a pleasure. Welcome, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's Friday, weekend's here. Sun shines out as well in London, which is rare. Blue skies. So yeah, we're here, man. We're here. We're here.
Do you fall in the trap of thinking just how good this weekend could have been? Does your mind wander off and drift and be like, what could have been? You're a human
You know
being.
what? To be honest, no. And I'll tell you why is because I prepared myself for the loss.
Mm,
I prepared for the loss. That hope was dwindled after 15 minutes. If we had scored in that 15 minutes, and we're going to get into it a bit later,
yeah.
then maybe the case might have been different.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My mind does wander, it does drift off, and maybe it's because of the constant punching that I'm taking from my Man United and my Liverpool mates right now. They're men are not letting me live. They're not. I can't go on mute any. So if I'm not on WhatsApp, they find me on Facebook. If I'm not on Facebook, they find me on Insta. If not, they see me in the streets. They see me in the gym. They see me at work. They come by my desk. People who haven't talked football with me all year, are coming to see how I'm doing at my desk. You know how I'm doing. Get the fuck away from me.
The worst thing for me is that people just giving up. People just giving up now. You've got the youngsters. I think it's more the youngsters that are giving it a bance. But obviously in our WhatsApp group, you've got a couple of man there that's giving it. But I think they pity us, to be honest. I think they really pity us because they know the situation. We've got a manager that's, that is just, it's not doing what we want him to do. And I just think that the chickens are coming to roost now.
Yeah, man.
And everyone's seeing it, but still they're having a laugh with it at the same time.
Yeah. So I think this was one of your guys. Big up the WJVR. Man, I said he can't wait for the stream tonight.
Hey, this is my brother, WJVR, man. He's my bro. Big up to JVR, man. WJVR.
Bluebird say another cooking session coming. I don't know how much more we can cook, but we've been baked, jerked, sauteed, fried, however variations of cooking we have gotten it over the past month, bro. We've been cooked since we fumbled the league anyway. Big up AFC said if Arteta had any self-respect for himself at Arsenal, he would announce his resignation effective at the end of the season. Bro, he could have did that after PSG.
Yep.
PSG. But so I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. I checked Sky Sports. I don't see any talk of him under pressure. I don't see any of this, bro. It's like it never happened. It's like we just did not whimper out the UCL.
This guy is like the elite, isn't it? It's like he's untouchable right now.
Yeah,
he's untouchable right now. But there's only a certain amount of time.
How is this possible, though? How do you go winless and have this much power?
It's the people that's giving him the power, BBK. We know through Twitter, through mediums that, the fans have 100% faith in this manager. No matter what you say to them, they're backing him. We backing him, we can see the improvements, we can see the progress. We got to a semi-final of this, we've come second in the league. They can see the process. So they're backing him to the hill. They're backing him to the last days.
Yeah, but I don't think the second in the league thing can run anymore. I think that horse has ran its race, and it's absolutely dead because not all seconds are created equal. Like the second of Liverpool put 97 points on the board, classic. You made Manchester City had to do some squeaky bum shit for 13 weeks straight. Second one, Liverpool put up 92 points. And City won it with 93. Even last year when we put 89 points on the board, that's a proper second. But when you remember when City did the Centurions and Man United was second that year on 81 points, but they were, so this is worse than that. You know what I'm saying? This is so not all second. That second thing cannot run. And the thing with the eighth, second, like you're getting stagnant now in a position, and you're regressing in points. How about we do a Liverpool? Because Liverpool did a fifth, third, first. So that's what they did. They did. I'm looking for the quickest route to first, not eighth, fifth, second. How about eighth, fifth, first? How about eighth straight to first? We've seen Chelsea finish 10th one year and went right back to the top. Remember 2015, they won the league. 2016 when Leicester with it. Chelsea finished 10th that year. People forget they weren't even in the Champions League that year. They went straight back to first. So the excuse of second cannot run anymore. It can't run on anyone who has a brain. So I mean, I completely, I don't understand how there is no pressure from Sky Sports, bro. Should this manager be under pressure?
Yeah, there was something that Matty posted on the group from what's his name, Guillem Ballant or whatever his name is, about all of this in context and the progress that Arteta has been taken, and it almost seems like this guy is a media darling, because no matter how deluded statements, no matter how many deluded statements he makes, no one's picking up on that in the media. What was the comment the other day, or the statement? We were the best team in the Champions League. The best team in the Champions League lost. Is this guy for real?
The crazy part is not even him saying that, right? Because I can understand you're a manager, you're trying to prop up your team. I think we were the better team. We were just unlucky. But the part of him saying when he said, "I'm saying that and they're saying that," that's when I was like, "Okay, bro, you're full of shit now. How you just gonna sit at the press conference and lie, bro?" And even if anyone on the PSG bench told you that, you don't repeat it. You don't repeat that to the media, because you play any kind of competitive sports during the pleasantries. When you're shaking hands at the end of it, you be like, "Hey man, good game. You guys were good." In the back of your mind, you be like, "Bro, you man were shit." But you don't kick a man when he's down. Right? In the spirit of sportsmanship, you tell your opponent, "Hey man, good game," and all that stuff. But in the back of their mind, they were like, "Man, Villa was better than these men." In their mind, they're like, "Bro, Villa put 3 past us at Villa Park. We went to the Emirates and scored in the 3rd minute. They had 87 minutes plus stoppage and couldn't trouble us." Bro, it was an absolute whimper, bro. I think PSG probably thought they were being punked. You ever seen that show Punked back in the day?
Yeah.
Where's the real semifinalist going to come out? Because it's not supposed to be this easy, especially after you watch the day before and see how hard Inter had to work with their berth in the final. PSG is like, this is it. This is it.
Easy,
Oh my goodness.
It's a joke, man. This is the thing now. When we look at the semi-finals, this manager's got to now.
Yeah.
Is it 6 or 7 semi-finals? No wins.
Yeah.
Only one goal.
One goal.
How many semi-finals does this manager have to get to before fans start to ask questions? Before owners start to, well, you know what? We need this guy over the line now. But we know what the owners are like already. They're happy to be competing. They're happy to be making money. Whilst the fan, we want to see we want to see firm results. We want to see tangible, results with trophies. So I don't see where Arsenal as a club now and as an identity where they're going now, because if we run up a second scenario, if we run up second again next season, and we just fall short again, are people going to be happy with that? Are people going to be satisfied with just becoming second in the league, just to qualify in the Champions League? I don't see where the joy of all of this is coming, where this is all coming from. And I don't see the backing, why they back this manager so much. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't, bro. And big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to all 16. Make sure you hit like if you're over by Waffle TV, or if you are here, make sure you If you're new around these parts, make sure you subscribe, and I appreciate having you. I do not take your viewership and your comments for granted. Big up AFC as always. Says any Arsenal fan that thinks this is acceptable is part of the problem. Another year of no trophy and more excuses while watching other teams win stuff. Embarrassing. I'm done with this manager. AFC just said what everybody is thinking. Some of us are brave enough to say it out loud. Some of us aren't. You know, some of us is like, happy to be here. But bro, back to the game for a second, right? We went down 1-0, and I still felt like we were playing it safe.
Yes.
That I can't wrap my head around that. It's just like we go down 1-0. It's like the first thought in his head is like not to get back in the game 1-1, but not to go down 2-0. You know, you see Barcelona go down 2-0. I'm like, let's come back from that. They came back from 2-0 twice against the best defense in Europe. They went ahead before they got knocked out. And you know what? I think part of him not wanting to concede more once we concede goals is part of his this thing that he has about his defense. Because if we don't I can see the PR spinning this, talking about Arsenal having conceded 3 goals all year or having conceded 3 goals going way back. They're gonna run this, bro. They are going to run this. That's why he gets this. Let's play it safe and then try to have a go at the end when it was too late. In a semifinal, you can't be thinking of shit like that, bro. You just have to throw the whole kitchen sink. However sharp the tools are, however sharp the knives are in the drawer, whether they're dull, or you still have to throw them. AKA Ethan Waneri, you have to throw them on the pitch and let them give you something because you're not getting anything from your captain.
This is what worries me about the philosophy of this manager, because not only has it changed from attacking football, but it's also gone to really just pragmatic football. You know, don't lose, you know, to be defensively strong, but also, you know, be defensive from the front as well. And that emphasis seems to be too much on our attack. Our attackers no longer have that potent mindset.
Mm-hmm.
More so, they have this, well, if we lose the ball, we better get back into shape. We better get back. You know, you've got Saka making 80-yard dashes, Martinelli. And by the time they're attacking, they're knackered. Their brains, they don't know what to do. Yeah. You know, even the likes of Marino's not a striker as we know it, but he's playing in that striker position, that number 9 position right now. I'm seeing him taking a ball from left back. I'm seeing him. He's literally mimicking what Jesus does for us.
Yeah.
And you know the result, what happens after that. You're knackered. So I don't see where this is going with this manager. You know, there's other teams out there that are just so easy on the eye to watch. Liverpool, you know, attack. When you haven't got the ball, get behind the ball. Do you know what I mean? Win the ball back, then attack. Just pressure. We're just like up and down. We're up and down. You know, you have the ball, we'll have the ball. You have the ball, we'll have the ball. You have the. You know, it's just. I don't see how this manager is going to bring us success. Yes, we got to a semi-final, and you know, well done to him. But still, it's these big moments that we have. But it's the other games where we falter. It's not the big games. So, for example, in the Premier League, it's not the big games. It's those smaller teams that we play. In respect to those teams, you know, those mid teams that have low blocks that we just cannot get over it because we don't have intelligent attackers.
Yeah. What annoys me is, you know, when we slap Man City 5-1, and when we beat Madrid 5-1 on aggregate, he gets all the credit. He gets all the plaudits. But none of his supporters want to give him corn when we lose 1-0 at home to West Ham.
Nah, it's the players' fault. It's the fans.
Or when we lose at home to Bournemouth. And bro, that West Ham, I think that was West Ham's last win. It was against us, bro. These men went and lost the Ipswich relegation side. But they turned up to the Emirates and Graham Potter did a damn tactical masterclass on our manager, bro. Big up to
That's
Alvin.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah,
2 years in a row.
yeah, bro. Big up to Alvin. Big up to Yaga P. Big up to you, my
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Man said he needed murder. I got this from somebody, bro. Someone actually mailed this to me. Someone who watches the channel
Nice.
actually mailed this to me. So I'm gonna have him hook you up. And here's a mess, man. I got a hair appointment. That's why I got this on today, because it's summertime, isn't it? Yeah, man. Your bro bigging you up. This guy right here, Raheem Buckham, Mr. Liverpool. Big up to you, my bro. Hope you are well. Yeah, man. You got your Liverpool. Big up to you. I've congratulated you, man, publicly, privately. Don't leave me alone, dude. Let me live, bro. Let me suffer in peace.
That's a crazy thing, though. I think we've spoken about this already. Yeah, if that goes to Liverpool, man,
trouble.
They have to be like serious contenders again next season.
Bro, because Liverpool, they must be mad at themselves. And if you're still watching, you must be mad at yourself, thinking, bro, you could have wrapped the Premier League up, be playing your kids in the Premier League and playing your big dogs in the champs. You know, because you've had the league wrapped up for like 6 weeks now. You could have been running out Harvey Elliott and these, man. Be punching up, working on number 7. You know, so you, man, should be kicking yourselves for letting PSG do the number on y'all. But I want to ask you this, bro, because the team talks so much and they run so much PR, right? You remember after the Bournemouth loss, the captain, the manager, everyone came out. The rage, the anger, the frustration. We're going to take that in the PSG. Did you see it? Did you see any rage, anger, and frustration?
I didn't see nothing. I saw 10, 15 minutes of I saw 10, 15 minutes of Arsenal like up for it. And then after that, he died. I saw Declan Rice at the start. You know, he looked like nothing weren't phasing him. I see nerves in some of the other players, but I didn't see the anger. And listen, you don't take Odegaard to a gunfight, man.
Yeah,
that guy will be hiding and everything, you know, and stuff like that. You know, there's players in our team that really don't have this fire in their belly, man. They don't have the mentality. And this is another thing about Arsenal players. A manager that comes into this team is going to have to try and fix that mentality, because we're seeing it a lot with these players. Their mentality is just, because they haven't won anything, BBK, because they haven't touched that silverware, there's always going to be that doubt. Always going to be that doubt. Can we do it? Can we get there? That's why we need to be winning little cups, bro. Little cups. No, forget about the champs. Forget about the Premier League. Let's just win an FA Cup or a Carabao. No, it's not enough right now. But these guys as a group collectively have to win something. And that's the important thing. They have to win something.
Yeah. I hear it, bro. The AFC said we're playing David Moyes football when Arteta was at Everton, bro. It's like, yeah, we don't. This Arsenal, this version of Arsenal is unrecognizable. You know, this is not the Arsenal that people make animations of goals that we used to score. Like, you know, like the Norwich goal and the goal against Ludogorets, and you know, that Arsenal, like that is chalk and cheese, bro. It is chalk and cheese. I don't see why Arteta isn't untouchable. So with the Arteta thing, it reminds me of even people who don't watch basketball, right, know who the Lakers are. Like, the Lakers are the biggest brand in basketball, right? And we have a situation over here in the States where the Lakers, the biggest team in basketball, the biggest brand in basketball, have a rookie coach who's never managed before. A dude went from a podcast like this to managing or coaching the Lakers, right?
Serious.
Yeah, a guy named JJ Redick. But because he worked for ESPN, ESPN is usually the network that put their foot on the necks of coaches who underperform and get their teams bounced out the playoffs early. But because JJ Redick worked for them, when the Lakers I don't hear no smoke, bro. No smoke. Well, he's trying. It's his first year in the job, bro. You have two of the best players in the world. You have LeBron James and you have Luka Doncic, and you got bounced out the playoffs. So I don't know what Arteta's connections are at Sky Sports, but I don't hear any smoke, bro. Bro, you remember how they were treating Ten Hag? Sky Sports was punching up Ten Hag, bro.
Memes, everything. Man was getting memes and everything, and the guy won a couple of trophies as well. Do you know what? As much as the media are cool right now, it only takes. I think next season's the pressure's gonna be and you know it's gonna be up, man. That pressure. If he's spending more money next season, which in the summer he probably will, I think the pressure has to be on him.
Bro, I wouldn't be mad if at the end of the season Bertha sits down with him and be like, I don't forget what we talked about. I just don't think we can go into another season with you. I think you have lost your ability to lead this bunch. They need a new voice. That would take some gall. That would take some balls from Bertha on the board. But I think it's necessary because then the fans, the players, everyone would know that we're serious. Why are we sacking Arteta? Because we're not winning. So we sack him and give ourselves a better shot. But if
let me tell you, sorry. No, let me give you a situation, right now, We're in our summer transfers, and it comes out that Alonso, he wants Saliba as his first signing. Because can you imagine it, Alonso going to Real Madrid, he needs to make an impression on day one of his signings, and he needs to bring in a big signing. Saliba is probably, if not the best youngest centre-back in the world right now, obviously his form's been a bit on and off, but we've seen that body of work already from him already, He's a spectacular centre-back, Imagine Alonso says, I want Saliba now. What do the Arsenal fans start to think? Because it's not a case of like, oh, we're going to replace him. There's no young centre-back, I believe. You got Barella. Is it Barella at Inter Milan? We're not getting him. Is it Husin or whatever his name is? I don't think he's as good as Saliba right now. I can't think of many others unless people need to tell me who. But I can't think anyone who's as good as Saliba in that position who we can get. So instantly now, Saliba, I want him to make him my first signing. That's all. That's instantly. We're trying to make a better team over the summer, and I don't care if you bring in the likes of Gyökeres and what's the guy from Real Sociedad, the DM, what's his name? Zubamendi and the likes of Nico. Just say Nico Williams. Those three. That's not going to replace that defender that we have. So not Barella, the guy at the back. I can't remember who the centre.
Bastoni.
Sorry, Bastoni. Yeah. So I just feel like it's coming, man. I just feel like, you know what, something's going to happen this summer, and are we going to be left short? Because if we want Gyökeres, they might turn around and say, "Oh well, we need to sell a big player to pay for him," and all this kind of rubbish. But that for me, I feel like I'm shortchanged because we're not building again. We're just throwing it all away.
No, that's a fantastic point you made. I didn't even think of that because the news just broke this morning, right? With Xabi Alonso, right? It just broke recently, and he knows that there's pressure at Madrid, bro, because he's only getting 1 year there. You don't get 2-3 years over there. Right. He's only got 12 months. So if he goes there and be like, okay, I know what this club is like. I've played here and I'm coming to coach here. I know I won't have any time. So let me get the best players to give myself the best shot, right? So I'm thinking, especially this year where Madrid might finish the season trophyless, because unless Barca do a madness and completely capitulate, they are finishing trophyless. So he's only getting 1 year over there. Big up the Bucks, says Yardman said Arteta hoped.
He was crying, didn't it? He cried, didn't it?
Yeah, bro. I think he just had enough of Stricto and Igal.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
someone
yeah.
messaged me during that stream and was like, I don't know who has the most punchable face, Igal or Bruno Fernandez. I was dying laughing. I was like, I don't know. One thing with Igal though, he might be delusional, but he doesn't hide. He show up and he takes his cooking. Big up to Sabi
Hey,
Binky.
hey, hey! Can you read out the breaking from Godfrey at the bottom, please? Because where does that come from? This
Break.
guy is just flirting with everyone right now. I need to do a Google search.
Mateus Cunha. That the very last
Yeah.
comment.
Arsenal set for Mateus Cunha talks as Man United scramble to avoid hijack.
Oh shit. I can hear it. I'd love to have him, I'd love to have him. Well,
Yeah,
let
but
me
I
get back
think
to
he's flirting with us to get more money,
more
probably
money.
at Man
Yeah, the
United
agent.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. The agent.
Yeah,
You can get Jadon Sancho money over there.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Big up the man like Static.
Big
Always
up,
here.
Stack.
Big up the Static, bro. Hope you are well. Man said, yeah, bro, enough is enough, bro. We have had enough. I've added up to here. Raheem Buckham, this Liverpool guy will not let me live. It's the Arsenal is falling. Point, man, bro. We agree. We agree. We're not wrapped up on the second place finish. We're the points tally shows that we are actively regressing. AFC says, can you imagine them saying, and I quote, give him another season, give him a striker, and he wins us trophies. He hasn't won shit in 5 years, and we ain't going anywhere with this guy. The club will continue to. Yeah, I don't buy it. And here's why I don't buy the other 1 year thing, right? We have seen he's taking too long, bro. We have seen Ten Hag come in, win 2 trophies and bounce. We've seen Eddie Howe win. We've seen who I think it was Brendan Rodgers won a trophy on his watch at Leicester, right? They won the FA Cup in
Yeah.
2021. Bro, if Oliver Gastner does a madness in the FA Cup final, then then he has a trophy. He's taking too long. He's
What
taking too.
phase? What phase is he in?
Bro. He's running, bro. You take this one.
Why you need more? Why y'all need more? Premier League or Champions
Yeah,
League?
Premier champs.
What y'all need more? Premier League or Champions League?
Yeah.
Well, we've never won the Champions League before, so we definitely wouldn't need one of them. And we need a Premier League because we haven't won it in how many years?
Yeah.
20 years or 21 years or whatever, how long it's been. So
I would give my left arm for either one, bro.
I ain't giving no arms for no one, but you know what? The Premier League is probably the hardest to win because it's spanned over more games.
Yeah.
There are better teams though in the Champions League because it's the Champions League, isn't it? So they're both hard to win, man. They're really both hard to win.
The thing is, why I really want the champs is one. Yeah, we've won the Premier League a couple of times, and there are teams, there are players, there are fans who really don't watch the Premier League like that. They only see Arsenal when we play in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Make our name bigger to grow the brand and make Arsenal become this massive powerhouse that we aspired to be when we left Highbury. We need to start making our name in Europe. You know what I mean? Yeah. Big up to Jordan. Jordan said, I sub to you on YouTube.
Big up, Jordan, man.
Big up, Jordan. Big up, Jordan, man. Glad to have you. Picking up AFC. We have some dapping up going on. I appreciate the community set-ins, people. Yeah, man. Yeah, AFC be killing with the logos. AFC logos. The Incredible Hulk shows anger and rage, bro. There was no anger. There was no rage. We just went out there for 20 minutes and then folded like maca tree, like we said, Jamaica. Big up Godfrey. LA has no center. AD spoke out and was traded. Yeah, bro. Box Gunner is onto it. Box Gunner knows what's going on in these NBA streams. Static said BBK Arsenal playing football versus Arsenal playing no football with any excitement. There is no comparison at all. Arteta is definitely afraid to go back to being more attacking. Yeah, because he knows if we go back to more attacking, we might concede goals. And then his credit of he fixed the defense will go away. And since he has no trophies to fall back on, he has to take these small victories, these small wins. Haven't conceded since then. The most point in the calendar year. Best this, best that, best everything except in the table. So he knows what he's doing. I don't think he is dumb. I think he's arrogant as fuck. I think he has a massive ego. But you can do that, but you have to back it up, bro. You have to win.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah.
Of course.
Can ask see the question I'm going to ask? It can apply to other teams as well. Can Arsenal have excuses though for the injuries they've had this season? Because that's what I think the manager will be thinking that going into, you know, at the end of the season when he does a full review. Well, we didn't have Gabriel towards the end of the season. We didn't have Havertz, you know, towards the end of the season. We had to play Partey right back in some games. Jesus has been injured, you know, literally all season. Some of these factors, I think, are plausible because we played against PSG, but the thing is, this is where I think we get caught now because we went into the Real Madrid game without any of these.
Yeah. So the reason why I don't even consider the injuries is because the season before that, injuries were very kind to us, and we didn't win then. Injuries were so as a manager, as an experienced, you've played the game, Mikhail. You have played the game, and you are a coach. You know at some point injuries will happen. So if you have 2-3 years of relatively injury-free squads, and you're lucky with injuries, you have to plan for that going into a season. And we didn't. And from what I'm hearing, the power he has at the club, he had a very big part in the decision making of who comes in and who goes. When you loan back out the players that you bought, i.e. Tavares and all these men and Fabio Vieira and all these men, tells me that you believe that what you had was enough because you tried, failed. The third try, you make sure you do everything that's in your power because you can't control the injuries, but you can control the squad or the squad building. So yeah, the injuries, yes, it's a part of it, but shit, Liverpool had injuries, you know. Alisson missed a ton of time. Kanate has been in and out the squad. Jota's never fit, you know what I mean? But they built a squad. And
because what's going to happen a year from now, not a year from now, but there's a World Cup coming next season. So if we don't do nothing this season, or sorry, the next season coming up, then it falls into a World Cup. A lot of our players will probably be playing in the World Cup, or a lot of our players will be like fighting positions because they want to go to the World Cup. We know after the World Cup, the season's going to start again. Then I think we're going to have the same thing with players being overplayed by Arteta, by the way. Players playing in the World Cup. Then we're going to have the same problem again, I think, with players just hamstring injuries, players just breaking down. So I just don't see how we're going to balance everything. Shout out to Static, man.
Yeah, big up to Static, man. Big up to Shay, LFC forever. Yeah, Liverpool, man. Must be
Big up Shay.
Time to be a Liverpool fan. But bro, this Sunday was supposed to be a match of consequence, massive proportion. The league title was supposed to be decided May 11th. We were supposed to be right there with Liverpool, go to Anfield and topple and do the business. 89 all over again. Go win the league at Anfield. The league has been won at Anfield, and we're about to give him a guard of honor at Anfield. Do you think this deflated bunch will turn up and perform on Sunday, or they're just gonna go their heads bowed and get a slapping?
You know what? I think they're gonna play. I think they're gonna go into this game with some fight, and I'll tell you why. Because the pressure's off.
Oh yeah.
So they can express themselves now. Lick your wounds. You know, you've had a mare in the league recently. You know, losing to Bournemouth, drawing to Brentford, Who else did you draw to? You drew to another game as well.
We got 13 draws, bro. You the store
Yeah.
rack at the Premier League table. You can find a team we drew with.
Yeah. The thing is, though, with Liverpool, yeah, and Anfield, is that Liverpool will be up for these type of games. They can be the champions. They could have won, the treble, the quadruple, but it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal. So they're going to be up for this game on Sunday. And that's the only thing that I'm worried about, is that as much as our players may be up for it, I still think Liverpool will just have the advantage.
So you don't think he rotates like he did last week versus Chelsea? Because last week he didn't play Gravenberch, McAllister, or Szoboszlai. He started Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott.
No. He's playing a strong team against Arsenal. He wants to show Arsenal, do you know what? Next season, this is what you're getting. Yeah, you're getting a piece of this next season. What? Liverpool haven't got nothing to play. Liverpool ain't got nothing to play for. But they've got pride to play for. They've got that record against Arsenal. When's the last time we beat them? Was it 2010, 2011?
At Anfield?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're stretching back.
Yeah,
we're stretching back a long time now.
Yeah,
Slot's going to want to keep that record going. I really hope we can get a win. And I just hope with 2012. Godfrey's got the knowledge, man.
Godfrey's
got the knowledge, man. And apologies if I'm getting stuff wrong today, man. I'm trying to mix work and streams together. But Liverpool is not a place to go for when you're down in the dumps and you have to play a team. Liverpool's the last team you want to play.
Yeah.
And you know what? We can look at Chelsea's victory last week, and Liverpool don't get things wrong twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're at home. So their faithful will want them to put on a performance, especially against come on BBK, yeah. You see man like Scants, yeah. You seen all these Liverpool man already crashing out on us, yeah. Do you think them man are gonna want to lose to us?
Yeah.
With a weak team on Sunday?
Yeah.
Because they know what our fans are like.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, it's hard for me to make an argument against what you just said, bro. And it's one, the Anfield faithful will not let them lay down like they did at Stamford Bridge last week. And the thing about Slot, right? He seems like he's a very composed guy, and he knows that he cannot let this team end the season on a dipper, because next year, if they start slow, then the narrative will be, well, you let them win the league and then quit on you, and now it's taking you a while to get back up to speed. Go out there, be professionals, and perform well. Because next year, because I asked every Liverpool fan that I come across, even Big Preach, he had Liverpool to finish third. You know what I'm saying? So there was a whole lot of pressure going into this season on a new manager who's never managed in the Premier before. Next year, there is pressure.
Yeah. I need to have this conversation with these men as well, because they're expecting more next season. They're probably expecting Champions League next season.
Yeah. So they have to start. Their preseason starts now, because next year, especially with City having that man like Rodri coming back, and City are going to spend some money this year. There's pressure there.
Look at LFC monsters. Look at LFC.
We're going full strength against Arsenal.
This is what I was saying, man. These men
if they do, bro. If they do, are Liverpool really starting to start a beef with us now?
Liverpool are demons, bro. Liverpool are demons, bro. You know what? They're gonna play like a cup final on the Anfield crowd are gonna be behind them. They're gonna be playing. You know what? Yeah. You man, I'm gonna show you, man. I'm gonna little bro you, man.
Yeah, they're going little bros.
Little bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I know we're gonna do a prediction. It could be a murder. It could be a murdering. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? David Raya having a nightmare.
Yeah. Plus, Mo Salah wants that 2020 record as well. He hasn't hit those 20 assists yet.
See, everything's just mounting, bro.
Yeah.
For me, my prediction, I think Liverpool gonna win 3-1.
3-1? Let me see, what did I put down? I really predict the Arsenal loss, but
yeah, I was thinking that in my head. Yeah. I think we score though.
Nah, I don't think we score, man. I just
You don't think we score?
I think we'll have another flat before because we only scored one goal there last year, but we had all our strikers and all our attackers and everything.
Oh yeah, the set piece in it was Gabriel.
Gabriel, yeah, and they should have had a penalty from a handball from Odegaard, and they still scored. Yeah, bro. I don't see us.
That was Zinchenko got.
Yeah, man. Yep, man. God putting a spliff, one ball over the top from Trent. I really think Liverpool's gonna come out and be like, bro, you man were saying you were gonna win the league when Man City fall off, and here we are, bang. Put that foot on your necks, and Godfrey going for a draw. I can hear it. AFC says none of these top gooners comparing the amount of money being made. Absolute clowns. Don't worry about trophies. That doesn't matter. Yeah, bro.
AFC always is turning into Lee Gunner, bro. That guy's Lee Gunner traits. I'm telling you, man. Them lot cousins, bro.
AFC we know what AFC stands. We know where he stands when it comes to Arteta and the club and the standards. LFC Monster say you can't blame men like Igal and Hooks for. You know what? Fair play, LFC Monster. Because I tell you what, there were a lot of Arsenal fans who hate other Arsenal fans. I don't want to say hate. Hate's a strong word, but there are times when I watch Igalo on streams and I'd be like, bro, just
curb it, man. Seriously, bro.
Curtail that chest just a little bit. Let's win one trophy before we can. But
the funny thing about Egal though, yeah, he has actually been flip flopping, and Hooks as well. And Hooks is my boy, yeah. But these men have been flip flopping recently, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's only now, that Hooks is kind of like jumping kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I used to have conversations with Hooks, yeah. And when I started going into Arteta out and that, he was like, "Oh, do you know what? It's not that type of conversation I want to be having," and just kind of ducking that conversation, innit? But now he's in the spotlight. Man started to say, "Well, boy, but in saying that as well, he was saying, and to be fair with him, he was saying if Arteta does not win a major this season, then he wants him out. So I'm going to give him his flowers." But Egal's been saying the same thing, but he's been flip-flopping hard because he's like, "No, I don't think we should sack the manager now," and all that. When earlier in the season, he was saying the same crud. So, you know what I mean? I love Hooks. Obviously, I don't know Egal like that, innit? But certain managers make it difficult for you, innit?
Yeah, because you're streaming Hooks. I've seen you streaming Hooks before, so I know you.
Yeah.
But Egal just doubles down, and he has this thing where he feels this insatiable appetite where he needs to be right, bro. You can be wrong about some shit, bro.
Of course,
the manager's been wrong. The manager's been wrong on a lot of stuff. That's why we aren't winning. But
exactly.
Here's the thing about the manager that him and Stricto was talking about on Dan Pasta that I disagree with, right?
Yeah.
That we're just there, we're almost there, and we have to do it with Arteta. No, we don't, bro. Because remember, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was at Manchester United. It was vibes, everyone was happy and all that stuff, but they weren't winning. As soon as they sacked him, the manager that they hated, Ten Hag, won 2 cups. They sacked him for Ten Hag, the manager that they loved, and he was there for how long was Ole there? About 4 years?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so he was there for 3-4 years, didn't win anything. The fans loved him. The fans adored him the same way Top Gooners love and adore Arteta. He didn't win. As soon as they sack him, Eric Ten Hag, bang, trophy. Bang, another trophy. So how come they don't look at that versus let's give him one more year? Because one more year turns into. I was looking at something last night, bro. Arteta is only 3 years away from being at the club the same amount of time as George Graham. George Graham was only here for 9 years.
Yeah.
86 to 95. Arteta,
3 years.
Yeah. December 2019, bro. We are about to be in 2026, 2025, 2026. So that's 7. So he's and George Graham was here for 9 years, 3 league titles. It's one every 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So he's had time. They speak of Arteta as he's the brand new manager, like he's Slot. But Slot is winning. Big up to LFC Monster again. Needs one more GA to get 47 GA contributions to equal record.
Yeah, Salah's been amazing.
I guess AFC. I know who LFC is going for Ballon d'Or shout. He said 3-1. All right, fair to you, my bro. Civil War, yeah, man. Hey, for the most part, when we were good, when the Premier League just started. Liverpool were in it, and then Liverpool got good on the Klopp, and then we were shit. Now I guess we're both relatively good, so there will be some beats there, right? We're fighting for the same thing. Big up to LFC Monster. Big up to you. Hook said shuffle all over to a little Arteta outside. So he has seen it's hard to argue. If you're a rational, logical human being, it's very hard to dispute facts, isn't it? It's very hard. You
100%
facts. AFC Egal said Arteta is the best manager in Europe for tactician or a tactician. I think he's one of the worst. And that's what I'm saying. We can't be seeing the same thing. What are we? We can't be looking at the same thing. If if I'm seeing black and you're seeing white, there's some gray there. Someone needs to pass this. The guy said if Slot was the Prem, Arteta should be sacked and change his mind again.
Yeah, see?
Did he really?
This is what I'm saying, yeah. And he's getting arguments with people all the time.
Yeah, and you can't win with a person like this. You cannot win. You can just be like, okay, this is what you're gonna keep doing. Just keep moving the goalposts. Fair enough. That's what you're doing, bro. Arteta has 3 years away. Yeah, from Wenger's 9.5-year trophy job. AFC again. This is why AFC is a treasured member of the community. He keeps us honest with the numbers. He keeps us. But bro, the game is of no consequence for Liverpool, barely of consequence for us. Another game with some consequences. The Geordie Dread. They host Chelsea. They're 4th and 5th in the table. Neither of them really have Europe locked up yet. Pretty high probability that they will. But if you're in Newcastle, you want to make sure, especially with everyone lurking around Isaac, like Buckham said earlier, lurking around, you want to lock up Champions League for next season, a fan man off your top striker in it. So who do you got winning this one? It's a winner.
Sorry, before you say it's of no significance to Arsenal, this is where Arteta actually steps up when it comes to league positions. This is where Arteta takes it serious now. Don't worry about the semi-finals of the Champions League. Don't worry about winning the Premier League. I want my top 4 spot. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not any significance to us, but to Arteta, he will want to secure that second spot ahead of Man City. So moving on to the other game, Newcastle have to win this game. Newcastle have to win this game. There's no ifs, there's no buts, there's no draws, there's no maybes. They have to go into this game confident that they can beat Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea beat Liverpool the other day, but Chelsea's form for me has been up and down all season. Yes, they've got Lavia back. The midfield's looking a bit better. Jackson up top. Palmer seems to be finding a little bit of form right now. So it's an interesting game. But for me, Newcastle have the better attacker in it. Isak rises up to the challenge. I think Newcastle win that. So I'm gonna say Newcastle. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 1.
Where did I go?
I think we're very different today, innit? We're different today, innit?
Like Darren, Darren in the chat gonna be mad at me. Because they're statistically they're on 63 points, same goal difference. But I think the Chelsea midfield, right? Them missing Joe Linton is a big miss, bro.
I forgot about him.
Joe Linton is the big miss. Lavia played last week. He's well rested. I think they're gonna. I think the Chelsea midfield will have some control in there.
Who replaces Linton and Joe Linton? Who replaces?
I don't know.
Not what's his name?
They played last week in their midfield.
What's his name? Not that. He's got a funny name. What's his name?
I'll tell you who they played in their midfield last week. They played. It's Tonali, Guimaraes, and no, that's the previous game.
What's his name, man? He's got a funny name.
Against Brighton. Shit.
Oh, Joe Willock.
Yeah, they played Joe Willock in their last game against Brighton. when they
See,
drew
Joe
1.
Willock's a good player, man.
He is,
You know
but
what? Joe Willock technically, I think, is better than Joe Linton, but Joe Linton is just a beast, isn't it? He's a destroyer, isn't it?
bro, he's just up there punching up,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I think Chelsea
Ooh,
doing.
Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, I think Chelsea's due for a big result this season, man.
The thing is, though, BBK,
Yeah.
if Chelsea win,
Mm-hmm.
these men are going to be like literally near us.
Mm-hmm.
And these men, they're going to win a Conference League, finish top 4. They're going to be talking about North London is blue and all that. I mean, London is blue and all that rubbish, bro.
Bro, we're fully mudded. We're fully mudded, bro. We are fully mudded, bro.
Everyone's eating except us, man.
Yeah, we're fully mudded, bro. Like we said on a stream a couple of weeks ago, we're the homeless guy in a suit, pretending we're not hungry, pretend we don't want to eat. Everyone is eating, bro. Everyone is eating but us. But yeah, I think Chelsea pulled a crazy result out their hat. Godfrey got Newcastle beating them 3-2. Yeah, I think Isak will score a goal, but
Chelsea done too much.
Yeah, I think Chelsea. I think Palmer. A penalty from Palmer. They're on.
Stop it, man.
They beat Liverpool. Yeah, I think they win, man. See if there's any other prediction in here.
Apparently, Chelsea. They've got the highest goals. Is it goals creation or chances created?
Yeah, they create a lot of chances. They do.
Yes, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, they create a lot of chances, bro. They do. Darren said we're finishing third at best. I mean, I do think City finish above us, actually. I think City win all their remaining games, bro. Because City have Southampton, Fulham, and Bournemouth. I think City beat all 3 of those teams. And I don't think we win all 3 of our games.
You know, the thing is, yeah, that's a good point that you got in there. I would say our goal difference is better than theirs, but it's no good if like we're not winning those games, isn't it? That just wipes everything out, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, our goal difference is 11 right now, right? And I can see City racking up. I can see him slap. They can slap Southampton. Yeah, it's not crazy to think they can slap Southampton for 5, right?
Oh yeah.
And if we lose to Liverpool, so that's a 7 goals. That's a 7-goal swing. And then we have Newcastle, right? When we have Newcastle, they have Bournemouth and Fulham. They can, not saying they will, but it's not a insurmountable goal difference that they can't make up. So I think third is probably where we'll finish. And that won't give our manager the excuse or the opportunity to spin PR and talking about we're right there still. No, bro, we're regressing in points and in league position. Answer for that. This is your crime. Answer for it.
Yep.
LFC Monster said it could be a massacre if Newcastle are on it at home. 4-1 Newcastle. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I mean, Chelsea have given up some big results this season. But, they've conceded over 40 goals. So, I wouldn't be shocked if they go to St. James Park and lay an egg. But
where did Chelsea play their semi-final? Was it away or home? Well, they would have rested some of their players anyway.
Yeah, they rested everybody. Their first leg was away, and their second leg was at home.
Yeah,
but Darren again said, "Don't worry about that. Newcastle winning 3-1." Okay, fair enough, bro. Make sure you show up next week on Joy the Dread for your cooking the same way you hid when you got slapped up by Villa. When we told you that Villa was going to slap you up. Big up to the assembled. Yeah, it was Willock. Yeah, Willock replaces him. The assembled LFC Monster, bigging up the assembled. Yeah, bro. This dude right here, be honest with me, he's like the Draymond Green of football, bro. He's just out there just swinging and punching man up. London is red, but Anfield. But because it's Anfield South. Man. I've seen these fuckers set Paris on fire with red flares in 2022 for the Champions League final. Anthony and Isco have something for Chelsea. You know what? Chelsea might shit the bed in that final. People, like Betis have actually been good.
They got some ballers in it. They got some ballers in their team, in it. Oh, I love Anthony to dump on them, man.
Yeah, and this is the thing. This is the only real competition Chelsea will have seen this entire tournament.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Godfrey, another great point from Godfrey. If that happens, Leeds rivals can sing second again. Ole ole, bro. Some of our own fans sing that and think it's like a flex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big up to the man, the legend, Benjamin into the box, the English maestro. I heard this man say, I was having such a bad day. Or he was doing a watch along, right? But I heard Benjamin. You know his wordplay is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Man said, I think Odegaard puts Viagra in his eyes so he can look hard.
Oh man,
It's like this guy is ridiculous with his wordplay. Big up to Benjamin, my bro. I hope you are well. Well, I didn't get, bro. You got the invite. You got the invite, man. This D man, you know, this guy right here, man. He lying. He absolute lying. Yeah, bro. I heard that one. That one had me chuckling in the office hard, man. But bro, we got another game that might have some Champions League implications. It is, where is it? Nottingham Forest is still in the mix, right? They're currently 6th right now, but they got Leicester the weekend. You expect them to win that and put some more pressure on Chelsea, Newcastle?
Do you know what? I'll tell you, Forest, man, they've been disappointing over the last few games, man.
They have.
They're bottling it right now. You know what? Everyone wants to talk about Arsenal bottling it. What about Forest bottling the top 4 right now? They should beat Leicester, but I've seen crazier things happen. Is that at home?
Forest are at home.
Yeah, Leicester are down in the dumps. So this is Forest though, man. Forest should win, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 win on the Forest.
Yeah, I got a Forest win as well. I don't think it's like clear. I think it's, you know, they score a goal and just shut up shop. And yeah, nothing for Leicester, man. Absolute nothing, bro. I didn't big up to the Tony from West Hammer's TV, man. But bro, I didn't know that West Ham was this bad this season, bro. I honestly didn't know that.
Bro, they're like 18th,
they're below Man United.
They're terrible. They've been terrible this season, but they still beat us. They still find ways of beating us, though.
Yeah, they're below Man United, bro, and they have Man United this weekend at Old Trafford. So I think Man United will rotate everybody.
Hammers just can't get it right with these managers right now. I don't know what it is, man. It's just like they've got some decent players in their team, but they're just not getting it right. The balance of the team is just not great.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I think they're going to lose a couple of players in the summer. You know, Kudos is definitely bound to go somewhere, man. I don't know if people keep keeping away from him because they might think he has attitudes, but his talent, is
he's fantastic. I'd have him in a heartbeat, bro.
I know
he's a great player. But yeah, I think this one's a draw. I think it will be a game of no consequence. No one cares. Go out there, have fun, get some minutes in your legs.
I think that do you know what? I think West Ham are terrible. Yeah, I think West Ham lose. I think West Ham will lose that. I think it'll be 2-1 to Man United.
Yeah, I'm not, bro. Man United. Let's see how it goes. But I don't even think I should even go through the rest of this. A rapid fire for the rest of these games, right? City, Southampton.
Saw. It's going to be Saw. Yeah, you know Saw the movie. Saw.
Yeah.
9. Do you know what? 4-0.
Fair enough. There's only one winner in this. I'm going 3-0 City. There's only one winner in that. Bournemouth Villa.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, should be a good one.
Bournemouth 2-1.
Damn, I forgot to put a score in. Yeah. I'm going Villa 2-1. But that's the wrong one. Going Villa 2-1. Fulham Everton.
Oh, these are hard games. Good defense, David Moyes. Fulham, good attack. Still going to be a draw though, so 1-1 draw.
Yeah, bro. We're the 1-1 draw. Let's get 1-1 written all over it. And the last one, Europa League finalists Tottenham and Palace. Iberici Eze.
Where's that at? Spurs ground?
Yeah, it's at the toilet.
I'm going to go for a Palace win, you know. I think Palace will win that 2-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-2. I think there will be goals in there. This might be the most free-flowing game of the weekend. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple of predictions in here. Godfrey said Forest will win against Leicester, but they will drop points against West Ham. Oh, fair.
Possibly, yeah. It's like these just nitty games, isn't it? Just
This is the time of year when my fantasy team gets all messed up because I don't know who's gonna play, and then the managers be rotating and taking that out and shit, man. But yeah, Godfrey went for 1-0 Forest. Same as me. Big up LFC Monster again. Said True. Potter thought it would be a good fit at West Ham, bro. And maybe he gets it right next year. But yeah, it has been beating Arsenal at the Emirates was the highlight of their year, bro. And we just Santa Claus FC just be giving out points to teams that don't deserve it. West Ham was the last team to beat us at Highbury, and the first team. And Godfrey just have these nuggets of facts.
Stats, man. Stat man.
I might write it. Yeah, bro, you should, man. You should. Rated R. Due to parental advisory, though. Kudos Paqueta 2. Bro, you wouldn't take Bowen. I'd take Bowen, but I think Bowen just sounded like a death row contract or something.
Ain't Paqueta in a lot of trouble though? Like,
I think his case this month we will know what's
banned for life and all them things there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's serious, bro. He might have to go back to Brazil with them narcs are waiting on him. Southampton 2-1. What? Against City. Benjamin on a small smoke. Yeah, 4-0. And he laughs about it. 3-2 Bournemouth. LFC. Yeah, it could be a damn bore fest. Even though not all nil-nils are usually boring still. Draw everyone. Fulham. Godfrey said West Ham have a little something for us. Yeah, they knocked us out the EFL Cup. Well, that last year. They knocked us out the EFL Cup at the Emirates.
Disgrace.
Palace 3-0. So I think if Palace beat these men 3-0 and give them 20 losses and they don't win the Europa League, then Andrew's sacked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sacked.
I think they sack him anyway.
Yeah.
Even if they win, I think they sack it. Also, I think they sack him even if they do win.
No way they should sack him. No
they shouldn't, but look at how many games has he lost this season, man? 19 games or something?
19 games, yeah.
That's disgusting.
But if you're a club that don't win, and you win and he's in the Champions League next year, and then, first they call you crazy, then they understand. Because he did say, I win something in my second year, mate. Everywhere I've been, and here he is.
But if he doesn't win, then he's gonna get sacked.
Yeah,
100%.
He's 100% sacked. He's 100%. I think Amarim doesn't get sacked either way, but I think if he wins, he keeps his job. Yeah, but Amarim will be given.
Someone's getting cooked anyway. It doesn't matter. Whoever loses, they're getting cooked anyway.
Yeah, so I see Man United fans and a lot of Tottenham fans have been punching me up and all this stuff. But bro, one of you motherfuckers will be mudded with us in a couple of weeks.
Exactly. Exactly.
One of you. Don't let it be you. Whoever you are, don't let it be you. I'll say that. Fantasy team has been a shambles. Yeah, bro. Mine is. I think I'm second in one league, but in the other leagues, I am like nowhere near it, man. Cole Palmer has cost me big time this season. We're gonna stink out a loss or a draw, with our captain being about as useful as a knitted condom. See, there he go again. As useful as a knitted condom or a limp dick. Bowen's time is gone now. 2 to 3 years ago, we would have had him in an RB. Okay, fair enough. But you must be preparing for life after Mo Salah. Let's go to Barcelona and give him $1 billion and take that Lamine Yamal. If Andrew's Europa, he will flip the bird and walk away. Fair enough to him. Fair enough. Win something in my second year, mate, and then go coach Bayer Leverkusen or something because they have a vacancy there. I can see him doing well in that league. We've done more draws than a Brixton dealer. But for Arteta doesn't get sacked, make it make sense. It doesn't, and that's why we do it. We are the Arsenal. If it makes sense, we won't. Same here, LFC Munster. He's kind of declined. I don't think. Well, I think Bowen has been falling off that bad. I think the whole team
I
has
think
been.
it's the form of the team as well. And he did have a couple of injuries as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, man. But Brother Abs, I appreciate you coming on here and giving me some
Appreciate it too,
therapy,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
I did not have a good day Wednesday, bro. I did not have a good day Wednesday. Even though my New York Knicks is doing bits in the playoffs right now, it's hard for me to separate. I went from the agony of that to a fantastic win, and I was still mad. Still mad. I was just like,
you know the crazy thing as well, yeah. Like when we like lose or nothing, no one don't say nothing, man. No one don't really say anything until like you know what I mean late. Then everyone starts like it's almost like the shock in it, and then you know the next few days, then we start to unravel. It starts to unravel, but we all know what needs to happen, man. We just need to just let this season go. Last few games, play for pride, because Newcastle have beaten us 3 times already this season.
yeah.
So you know
They will
what?
be up for us as well. You know, these teams get up for Arsenal
Because they want to kick a dog when it's down or whatever you call it, or kick us while it's down and while we're down in it. They love to do that stuff. So you've been hearing the way Specs has been talking recently, man. It's nasty work from that guy, man.
Specs and D man, bro. They are
nasty work from these men.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, he needs to move for a raise, but his game has stagnated. But I hope you don't think you're getting another Mo Salah though, LFC Monster. You're gonna have to replace him by committee. You know, there's not Mo Salah.
Do you know who Liverpool should go for? Probably next season or whatever, end of next season. I think Elise will cook at Liverpool, man.
Yeah, but
maybe
he
not
just
get the goals.
Yeah,
I know. Oh, was it only last year he went?
Yeah, he went late. Yeah, he went.
He's got a big contract. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was his first year at Bayern Munich, and that's why people were saying they won't sell him and Eze in the same window. So I was surprised that Eze actually stayed throughout this season, but I think he goes next year. Don't know where, but I think he gets a move next year.
Imagine this guy only went for 35 million, you know. Yeah. Hold on, I'll just go answer the call. Hold on.
Yeah. Big up to Into the Box. I love you too, lads. Big up to you, Benjamin, man. You are a fantastic member of this community. Your wordplay is just fantastic, bro. Big up to you. The worst is still coming. Spurs versus United BBK, bro. That's the ultimate shit sandwich. You know, that's the ultimate shit sandwich. And we're gonna have it on some sourdough bread. We're gonna take a giant bite of that because I don't know which ones I want to be more muddied. I fear for you, man, who have to walk the streets of North London, bro. Because here's the thing. Manchester United I've seen these men win, you know, many, many times. So if I see them win another trophy, it's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. But if they lose to Tottenham, bro, they would have to live with the shame of losing to Tottenham in the final.
Yeah,
and I won't let them live that down. I will not let them live that down because, you know, that's unforgivable.
But you know what? You know how United fans will spin it. Well, you didn't win anything. We got to a final, and we've got 2 cups in 2 years. What has Arteta won in the last 2 years? That's what they're going to try and. I already got it all figured out in my head. And the thing is, yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, this might sound like a crazy take. I don't care if Spurs win. Do you know that? I really don't care, and I'll tell you why I don't care if they win. One, I hate United probably more.
Mm-hmm.
2, there's a lot more United fans, deluded United fans online. The only one that gets me is Expressions, because I think Expressions goes to the same gym as me, apparently. Him and Rance go to the same gym. I've never seen them, but they go to the same gym as mine. So that would rattle me a lot. Expressions is going to be like, he's gonna do a video. He's gonna do a movie.
Yeah.
Both teams, I can't stand them.
Yeah, they do a movie when we lose, bro. So you can't imagine we lose and they win. Man is gonna rent like 10 Maseratis and Bugattis this time and doing all that. But the thing is, And
They done a song. Remember him and KG done a song.
bro, it's stuck in my head. I wish I did. Why did I even watch that dumb shit?
And winning shit.
Yeah. Now the title is gone. Fuck you, KG. Oh man,
bro.
But the thing is, I don't. With me living where I live, and I know one or two Tottenham fans. I look at it in the grand scheme of things. Tottenham has never taken a Premier League title away from us. They've never taken a trophy away from us. So in that regard, this is why I hate Manchester United and Chelsea more. These men have taken prems from us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me not living in London, if they win, it doesn't bother me one bit. But for the people who I know and love in London, I can empathize with you, man, having to walk the streets with these fuckers if they win a European trophy before us. You know them ones.
Yeah.
So I hear it. This guy again, man. D-man just won't let us.
Is that D-man?
Yeah, that's D-man. This D-man.
D-man, you know. Hey, I love this brother, you know. I love D-man, you know. He's funny. Wretch 42, yeah. Wretch 42 and them team there.
Bro, man been punching us up all season.
I know, bro, but I like him though, man. I do rate him, bro.
He's a professional. Man has a PhD. Man. Big up to D-man. Big up to you, D-man. What you want to happen is Chelsea to lose to Betis and the whole focus will be taken. No, you won't, bro. You won't. I promise you, we won't. LFC man.
You sure? No, it won't. Yeah, it won't.
No one cared. They spent £1 billion, finished 12th, and no one cared. We got bantered for finishing second. These men finished 12th, and no one gave a damn.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. You know what? Yep, Chelsea, very successful, but there's levels here. Because if Man United, here's another stat where I know what people don't give a damn about Chelsea. I ask you a simple question. Do you think if a team lost 3 consecutive FA Cup finals, they would be called bottle jobs?
Yes.
Well, Chelsea have lost 3 consecutive FA Cup finals. They lost.
No one don't talk about that though.
Exactly, because no one cares, bro. They lost to us in 2020, then they lost to Leicester in 2021, then they lost to Liverpool in 2022. 3 consecutive FA Cup finals they lost, and no one gave a damn. So even if they will just say we didn't care about that competition anyway. We don't belong in it. It will not. Us finishing second, bro. You see how much the group chats was more alive when we got dumped out the Champions League than when Liverpool won the title. Live fan base they just unite. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and they put that foot at our necks, bro. At least there was that one that got away. Yeah, bro. He was class, bro. He is the way he glides past man with the ball on that left foot is ooze. He wants to retire at Liverpool. Mo Salah we speak of. So he'll be looking to bring quality striker in. And a left winger if Diaz leaves to take someone the burden off King Mo. Hey.
What do you think about sorry, just to change up. What do you think of like De Bruyne, KDB? Where do you think he's gonna end up? Do you think he's gonna end up in the States, or because I'm hearing a lot of talk about him moving to another Premier League club? I think he's still got a little bit to offer.
Saudi. I think he goes to Saudi or the MLS.
You think so?
Yeah. Another Premier League club. I don't know, man. He better not be us, because we know when Pep squeezed all the lemon out of a stone.
We love a reject, innit?
Yeah, we can.
A reject.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even use the reject term with him. I just call it he's past it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hex might do a remix of the song he did with K. Bro, it'd be new lyrics with more banter, because we have given, as if we didn't have enough evidence or enough stuff to be bantered about. We have given the ops more shit.
Content. We've given them content for months, for days.
Our manager keep giving the ops more app, because we have to answer for the crazy shit that this man says. You know, we have to answer.
And it just gets worse and worse. And like, do you think Arteta goes home sometimes and thinks, why did I say what I said? Or do you think he's just like, I'm wrong and strong, I don't care? Do you know what I'm saying? You think he thinks about what he says?
Wrong and strong. I think he's. But the thing is, when your ego is that big, you don't think you're wrong. I can't be wrong. I am the third richest manager, third highest paid manager in the world. I know what I'm doing. You know, and then he has all these people who backs us.
Oh yeah, he's the third, isn't it? Third highest paid.
Can't have Spurs winning a trophy. I hear it, Godfrey. I will never advocate for that, but I'm telling you, Man United, man, I get punched up by them more than any other fan base.
No, Man United like to, Man United are just like the screw in it. But you know the worst thing as well, it's Newcastle winning that cup, and you know what? I don't hate Newcastle. Yeah, let me just get that right now.
Mm.
I don't hate Newcastle. My late brother's a Newcastle fan. Big up to Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's them also winning as well, yeah, and they're on the come up right now. They're on the come up right now. So now they want to ban at Arsenal as well. So we're getting it from Newcastle, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, Man City. Like to just put in a little dig. We're getting it from everyone right now.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna have to go into hiding, my brother.
You can't hide, bro. You do content. You don't have that privilege. You gave up that privilege. You forfeited that right.
Bro, I could do that. I could do that every stream, bro. So no one can't see my face, bro.
We'll draw you out, bro. We'll draw you out. Oh man, big up to D man again. Saying love the red stock, bro. Yeah, AFC, bro. Yeah, Chelsea have lost 6 finals in a row against us. Yeah, bro. You might have been eating off them good, but no one speaks of it because it's Chelsea. It's like, bro, they get away with murder, bro. Yeah, absolutely get away with murder.
They got 2 Champions Leagues, so they can talk to us.
And that's part of it. And that's part of it. That's part of it. Because the same year they lost the FA Cup to Leicester, they did win the Champions League that year against City. So just for context. But still, if it was us, they would find a way to get that in there. You man lost 3 FA Cup finals in a row. We would not live that down. Because we can't live down coming second 3 years in a row. We're getting punched up with that. But so you shouldn't be able to live with losing 3 finals. Big up E. Ross. Ross, home plate World Series. Big up to you, my bro. He's talking to Chicago Sky. Oh shit, right now. But KDB is a Liverpool fan. Would you take him to come off the bench and play Salah and Isak in?
Hey, he will ball out at Liverpool. It just do the Trent thing in it, like just pick up that ball and it'd be spraying balls to Salah. Pause. It'd be just doing some madness at Liverpool. And that's the experience as well of KDB as well.
But big up.
Hey, let me unrelated though. What's going on with this Diddy brother, man? Is he? I heard the case is ongoing now. Is he on it? Is he getting? What's happening with it? Is he gonna walk? Is he?
If he walks, it's on a technicality because he is, bro. It's not a good look.
I'm seeing some mad stuff, bro. And I'm reading some mad about these freak offs and all that, man. This guy,
he's in big trouble, bro. Like he might either he walks or he'll never see the light of day again. And there's a good chance that he might walk.
How?
Because if you have a good attorney, you can make a mockery of justice, bro. Your lawyer's job is to get you off. It's not to follow the law. It's to get he's being paid to get off. And right now, because there are so many documentaries out, so many public witnesses, so many public people. His attorney, they're choosing the angle of he won't be able to get a fair trial because everyone knows about it. So that's the angle that they're going with, and it might run because I've seen it run before in other high-profile cases.
Because I'm seeing stories and everything, like even man's doing a horror story, like horror stories, like I went to Diddy's house and
bro, you heard me. That's what I said. Yeah, I'm glad you heard that. I snuck that in there, and I'm glad you heard it. Yeah, KDB gonna be passing them balls in to Salah and Isak because wants to go to. Then Mo Salah won't have to carry the load for Liverpool, and I know LFC Monster can appreciate that.
Yeah. Listen, if I see KDB, Salah, and Isak next season, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
Yeah, bro. So
D-man be crying. D-man be crying. But I told D-man, I warned D-man, if you man sell Isak, I can't take you man serious. I cannot take you man serious. I rate your team. I rate your midfield. I'm always saying goodness about you. But if you man sell Isak, to go and buy Tesco's, I'm going to cook your ass.
But can I push back on that for a second? No, pause. Can I push back on that?
Yeah.
Because I heard that narrative when they sold Suarez. We keep selling our best player. Then I heard it again when they sold Coutinho, and they was like, "Oh, we keep selling our best players." But then it kind of worked out because Coutinho money turned into Alisson and Van Dijk. So if they sell Isak because it's the highest commodity rate, if they sell him for 150, and they go get Sesko or whoever, and they just happen to bang, and I can see it. I can see it because we have evidence of it working for Liverpool.
Maybe. But this is Liverpool we're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Liverpool we're talking about. Liverpool are always up there, season upon season.
Yeah.
You know, Newcastle are yet to have that consistency over 4 or 5 year periods.
Yeah.
Of like, hold on. When did they get Champions League? 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, when the year they finished 5th, the year they didn't get it.
Oh, last season.
It was the season before, because then last season they were in Europa when they lost to Atalanta and they got bounced out.
Oh yeah. So they you know what? They're doing well, man. They're doing well. They're doing all right. But I believe that they need to keep on. They need to hold on to Isak for one more season at least.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get into the Champions League, ball it out with Isak, go into the summer, war chest. If the PSR allows it, buy up a couple bad boy wingers. They've already got decent centre backs in Botman and Shaw. Buy another young bad boy centre back. They're gonna need a right back in it because my man's actually isn't thingy done. What's his name? Kieran Trippier. He's
on his way out. Yeah.
But I do like their wing backs. Not wing backs or whatever, fullbacks. I do like what's the guy that inverts on the left? What's his name? What's the youngster? Livermento. I do like him. I do like that young brother. What's the brother's name? Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall, yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a very good player. They've got the foundation there. They've got the foundation there. Do you know what I mean? They just need to just like keep going. So yeah, season got 4th. Got Champions League will be there again next season. Yeah. So players, man. They got a good team, man.
They do. But Darren here is saying they're not gonna spend 150, but they don't have to spend 150, bro. They can do a player swap. They can give you Kelleher. You need a goalkeeper, and they can give you Nunes. So would you take Kelleher, which is better than most main goalkeepers? He's pretty good. Another player, a Luis Diaz or a Nunes, and 67 million. I think Newcastle would listen to that offer. Yeah. I think Isak has said from St. James Park at Anfield his favorite kind of player.
Why is he talking like that?
If he said that, that is kind of.
That's what I'm saying.
UCL, we will be there again next season, bro. I want to see you in the Prem. Like,
I want to see this clipped. I want to see this clipped because D-man's talking too much right now. Him and Fitz are talking way too much. They're not even on the humble thing.
Yeah,
be humble, my brother.
You say they need a goalkeeper, centre back, right winger, and a backup striker.
I hear that.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
Yeah.
This sounds like us, bro. We need a goalkeeper, another centre back. We're good at right back.
Who's their right wing? What's his name? The mixed face brother. What's his name? He's had a good season as well. What's his name? The right wing they got. What's his name? Is it Lewis
Murphy.
something? Who? Murphy. Sorry, yeah, Murphy. He's had a good season, but
he's had a fantastic season.
He's had a very good season. But yeah, they need to upgrade. They need to upgrade and get a bad boy in it. Get a bad boy.
Swap. I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, Nunes, bro. Nunes. He did, he could lower the price, is what I'm saying. They won't have to splash 150. That's what I'm saying,
Newcastle. Go to the last comment. The LFC monster.
It hasn't popped up. Oh, this one.
Newcastle interested.
Hell. Are they?
Oh, bro. Nah.
That would be peak. That would be peak, man. But bro, I want to see Newcastle in the Champions League. Like Scat's been telling you, playing every 3 days isn't for everybody, and you will learn that.
I know these men are just
this, my guy.
Way too much. Murphy can be back up to next. Oh, Mboma, I'm hearing that.
Yeah, I can hear that.
I'm definitely feeling that combination. Yeah. Mboma, Isak, and what's his name? What's his name, man? On the left, Gordon
or Harvey Barnes.
That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy attack,
Yeah,
Then they got
Newcastle are building
midfield.
something, man, and we seem to be
Oh,
sitting
good
on the end.
team.
So I'm saying we have to make sure that we don't get lost in the sauce and get pulled down into the fight, because I don't think we have enough warriors to bang with some of these teams that are going to come up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? The word
What's
cracks
that?
me up.
Retool.
Is that another Arteta-ism?
What does retool actually mean if it is actually a word? Retool.
Yeah. In the context of what Arteta would use it would be to like tweak something and try again.
Oh, equip a factory with new adapted tools. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Playing every 3 days doesn't seem to agree with Arsenal.
100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, dropping like flies out
If
there.
we had our players fit, if we done this, if we
Name dropping, but we know who it is. Okay, I got you. Big up to E Ross with the subliminal, with the subliminal jab. Brother Abs, you got anything coming up today, bro? Tomorrow? What we doing? You doing a classical watch along this weekend, or you gonna watch get punched up by Liverpool? What we saying?
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna watch that. But I am gonna go back. I'm going back to Turkey to do my watch along. Now I'm not going back to Turkey yet, but I'm gonna go back to Gala, my backup team, my second team. See these man here. I'm gonna punch up Trabs on Sport tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna be there for that. I'm gonna be there for Osimhen, smacking up the league right now. I'm gonna be doing a watch along tomorrow for that. So come and join me tomorrow. I think it's 5 p.m. kickoff. And I don't do watch alongs a lot, people. So come join me, man. Just smash the like. You know what I mean? See where it's at. I know it's not Premier League, but I'm probably going to do a Premier League game. Who's 3 p.m. kickoffs tomorrow? Any good? I've been choosing some good games for the 3 p.m. kickoffs recently. You know,
you got City, Southampton. You got Ipswich, Ipswich, Brentford.
On that,
you got Wolves, Brighton. You got Wolves, Brighton, and Everton, Fulham.
Do you know what?
Good, man. You got a 5:30 kickoff, which is the good one. It's Villa, Bournemouth.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah. Do you know what? Though I'm gonna just do my watch along in Turkey though. So whatever. But I'm crazy like this year. I'll probably do the Brentford Ipswich. You know.
Okay.
I'm crazy like that because I've been watching Mbromo and Wissa recently, and them man have been cooking. So I might have to just watch them, man. All the Wolves and Brighton game sounds good as well. So maybe one of those two.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that damn Mbeumo to Newcastle shot that Darren just said.
It makes sense. It makes. Mbeumo has to move this summer.
Yeah.
He has to move because he's at a good age. I think he's only 26 or something. 25, 26.
Say that. I want to see his birth certificate, bro.
Yeah. He's probably like 34, really.
But he's got 18 goals, bro. Him and Wissa both have 18
This is what I mean, bro. This is what I mean. So
that's twice as many as our leading scorer.
I can't even see any of us. I can't see any of our players in the top 10 or whatever that is. But
we don't have any scorers in double figures in Premier League goals. None. Havertz is on 9. I think Trossard is on 8. Yeah, we don't score goals, bro. We don't score goals. Yeah, bro. I want to see bro's certificate, man. 26, man. Man's probably had some girl problems or something. Man looks stressed, though. Man must have got married young.
Oh man, that's a leafy,
you know what I'm saying? Man looks stressed for real.
The only thing though about Mbeumo though is AFCON. That's the only thing that will mess them up.
Yeah, I can hear it. But brother Abs, thank you, bro. Thank you again for coming on, giving me your time and sharing your thoughts with our lovely panel and our lovely chat. You know, it's always a pleasure to speak with you, my bro.
Always good, man.
Always good. So big up to the chat, big up to E-Ross, big up Godfrey, big up to the assembled. Anyone who I forgot to mention, it's a mistake of the mind, not the heart, and I apologize. Until next time, people, take care of yourselves and each other. We are gone.